Hello everyone, welcome back to Fury Time channel. Tyson Fury could be ordered to fight Frank Sanchez if the Cuban comes through WBC eliminator bout. Tyson Fury could be ordered to fight Frank Sanchez if the Cuban comes through WBC eliminator bout. Frank Sanchez will take the quickest road to a heavyweight world title fight against Tyson Fury. If he overcomes Agit Kabayel in a WBC eliminator, the Cuban can edge closer to a shot at Tyson Fury, the WBC heavyweight champion, after an impressive 7th-round knockout of a junior thigh in Saudi Arabia on the Anthony Joshua vs Otto Wallin undercard in December. Under the same bill, Kabayel inflicted a shock stoppage on Arslanbek Makhmudov in the 4th round, and now the two unbeaten contenders have been ordered to fight for the opportunity to challenge Tyson Fury. For our part, we are 100% trying to make the fight versus Kabayel, Sanchez's sole manager Mike Borrell told. Both fighters had fantastic performances in Saudi Arabia, so it's a natural fight to make with the added bonus of the eliminator being called by the WBC. I know premier boxing champions would stage the fight in the US, but wherever it ultimately lands, it will be a good one. This is likely the quickest route to a world title for both fighters. Kabayel looked magnificent against Makhmudov, but Frank wants to be world champion, so he is willing to face a tough challenge in Kabayel. Anthony Joshua has reiterated his desire to fight Tyson Fury after demolishing Francis Ngannou inside 2 rounds in Saudi Arabia last Friday. It remains to be seen where the winner of Sanchez vs Kabayel fits into the WBC's plans for their champion Tyson Fury, who does not have any mandatory commitments yet. We did order Kabayel to fight Frank Sanchez as an eliminator bout without any consideration to be in the way of anything, Suleiman said. New video shows Francis Ngannou immediately after suffering knockout loss to Anthony Joshua. Francis Ngannou did not shed a tear, but he shared an embrace with his parents in the immediate aftermath of his shocking knockout loss to Anthony Joshua. The former UFC champion turned heavyweight boxer posted the final installment of his Fight Week video blog, which shows what happened after he left the ring with Anthony Joshua. Despite taking lineal heavyweight champion Tyson Fury to a rather close decision in his debut, Ngannou did not find nearly as much success in his second bout. He was knocked to the canvas 3 times, including a final punch that knocked him down. Reflecting on the fight, Ngannou admits it was like an out-of-body experience after he suffered the first knockdown in the opening round. Even the first time, I was quite surprised. Like, damn, I can't be falling from this punch, Ngannou said. The punch was hard, but I don't think it was the punch that usually would take me down. Just a few minutes later, Joshua put Ngannou down for the final time with an overhand right that ended the fight in dramatic fashion. I think this is a knockout. This is a weird loss, Ngannou said. Something that I would not like to experience, but I think it will stay as a defeat only if I don't learn from it and come back from it. Just life. You don't make any excuse. That's what we sign up for when you come to a sport like this. You always know that there is stuff like that could happen. What's next for me? Maybe a 3rd boxing match? Ngannou said. But I think now boxing owes me something now. I have to regain what boxing took from me. I think my ego will not let me step back and let this go like this without doing everything to restore and prove to the world that I am the man for that job. I can do it. I slipped, but I didn't fall. I stumbled. I did not fall, Francis said. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.